Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I'd collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened a piece of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Amit tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
没关系，you want me to go?
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Revelio. 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 That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Mano.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Não, mano.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Excuse me.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Não, mano.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to
Tá
get to
bom, mano.
Hogsmeade.
Vamos pra
Very
Hogwarts.
well.
Pra Hogwarts não, vamos
I'd
pra
like you to make
Hogsmeade.
your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings.
Beleza.
Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai.
Não, vamos
I've
pôr
noticed you spending time
esse
with
cabo
them.
aí, ó. Mano. Bora pro Sebastião. A cara dela de cu, tá ligado?
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it.
Ufa.
Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area.
Eles chamam ele de
He'll keep you
Mr.
well
Sallow,
clear of
mano.
any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
O jovem
A quick,
Sallow, Senhor
rather
Sallow, sei lá.
unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Eles chamam ele de Mr. Sallow, mano. O jovem Sallow, Senhor Sallow, sei lá. Tá bom, pô! Nossa! E o
There you are.
professor?
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm
Envidado!
Reparo.
Gente,
Fixes things
eu
right up,
odiei a
makes
dublagem
the
desse
broken
cara,
object
mas o
good as
sotaque
new in the blink
britânico
of an
dele é
eye.
muito
It
satisfatório.
seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As
Imagine.
Professor Weasley
Ai, meu
mentioned,
Deus.
I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Pera aí, professor, eu vou ter que pegar essa porra aqui. Tá bom.
This is the right area. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
If only a new student were to help.
Brilliant.
Pelo amor de Jesus. Oi, amiga, o que você quer?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room.
Essa
My
coitada aqui,
gobstone
da
collection,
coisa
that is.
não.
I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little
Bexiga,
balls,
mano.
like marbles.
É tipo bolinha de gude, mas
And if
perder,
you lose,
espirra um
they
fluido
spray you with a
fedorento em você.
foul-smelling liquid.
Minha filha, geralmente, eu não tenho troca de roupa pra isso na escola, sabe? Se fosse em Hogwarts, tudo bem, mas assim, ninguém gosta de ficar fedendo. Eu acho. Pelo menos eu não gosto de ficar fedendo. Se fosse água, se a bolinha de gude fosse água, aí tudo bem. Aí eu brincava com a mãe, fluido fedorento, minha querida. Aí você está de brincadeira com a minha cara. Parece meio horrível, sabe?
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only
Toma.
if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Other losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Parece meio horrível, sabe? Toma. Ô, tadinha da menina, mano. Não fez nada de errado. Só queria feder os outros. É palhaçada. A menina é criança. A menina é meio criança ainda, pai.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway,
Enfim.
I can't work out how to get them back on my own.
Aí você é uma preguiçosa, sabe?
Spells
Corvinar pra quê?
I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Ah, mas que caralho. Você não tem amigo, não?
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
Tadinha.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Tá, tem que recuperar a porra das bexigas da menina. Aqui, ó.
better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Oh, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is
Bora
about.
lá. Meu Deus.
Better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Tá bom. Sai da frente. Vamos lá. Só indo. Vou evoluir de nível, mano. Nossa, cara, eu só faço missão extra. Pelo amor de Deus. Vim pra principal. Tá aqui nas extras. Falta ainda 4. Porcaria de bexiga. Mano, eu vou me transportar. Não vou nem fudendo. Tô cansada já. Cansada, sabe? Saber. Uma de cara. Nossa.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Tá vendo? E por aqui. Ali, ó. Nossa, eu vou chegar no nível 6. Tá? Eu volto para descer. Ai, meu Deus, pera.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Socorro. Cara, que dificuldade. Pegar uma porcaria de bichinho. Uma não, né? 500.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Cadê os golpes? Tem página aqui que eu lembro. Negócio que eu tenho que ficar esperando. Pega. Que foda. Oi.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones.
E fala que eu posso me teletransportar. Eu posso. Pode. Que isso? Cadê? Sala de defesa que eu fizer da frente. Eu já vou pegar tudo nessa porcaria. Deixa eu ver aqui. Mano, pior que a sala não querer ir pra sala de poções e cair. Pior, né, que a sala da Grifinória é um quadro. Acabei de
I
lembrar.
hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Cala a boca, criança. Cala sua boca, pelo amor de Jesus.
Hello, Zenobia. I've found all of your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
Mano, se fosse... A gente não tem uma resposta neutra nessa porcaria. Ou você é boa ou você é arrombado. Mano, vou colocar a resposta boa porque
I'm
a
sure
minha
they'd be
filha
willing to
não é
play after the
arrombada.
trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine
Alguns
idea.
momentos,
Isn't
assim, eu
it?
coloco que
Oh,
ela
we'll
seja
have
uma
so much
arrombada. Mas
fun
ele é,
together
tipo,
laughing as all the
arrombada
losers
pra
get
jogar a
stoned,
verdade na
which
cara
won't
dos
include
outros. Não,
me.
tipo, de ser má,
Very
tá
well,
ligado?
off I go. Wish me
Então,
luck.
enfim. Só pegando rapidinho. Caralho, peraí. Torre de astronomia aqui, né? Ui. Ih, ele falou mesmo. Vai pra a corrida aí, ó. Ó, que lindo. Caramba, nunca reparei nisso aqui. Que linda, mano. Vou tirar foto depois. Fome. Cadê a porcaria do negócio, cara? Ou vamos teletransportar, não sei como não. Vou preguiçosa hoje. Eu também a porra lá na puta que pariu, peraí. Mapa. Vai vir pra cá. Baixo.
I trust the preliminary.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.